Hi there, adventurers. It's your story weaver Alexei, and you're listening to Warcraft: The Sands of Time, a Legend in the Mist Westmarches series. If you wish to listen to our games live, you can join us on Tuesdays at www.twitch.tv/theguilddndclub. Our VODs are available on YouTube 2 days later and on Spotify the following week, and you can see some of our most memorable moments at Instagram and TikTok as well. And now, what you have all been waiting for. Let's step into the time ways, shall we?
Greetings and salutations, adventurers, and welcome to our 8th session of World of Warcraft: The Sands of Time, a Westmarches style game using the TTRPG Legends in the Mist by Son of Oak and set in the Warcraft universe by Blizzard Entertainment. I, your loyal guildmaster Aryn, am your narrator for these bi-weekly adventures in the world of Azeroth and beyond. And today is our first session for our Magic of Zin-Azshari timeline. But before we progress any further, we do have to get that little disclaimer that y'all love, so we don't get into trouble, or at least try to. This is an unofficial passion project and love letter from me to the Warcraft universe using a system that I identify with and that I really enjoy running. Son of Oak is not affiliated with, endorsed by, or sponsored by Blizzard Entertainment. All trademarks, characters, and lore are the sole property of Blizzard Entertainment, and the game system belongs to Son of Oak Studios respectively. No copyright infringement is intended. With that out of the way, if you wish to catch up with our campaigns, we have our latest episode currently available on our YouTube channel. You can find the link down below, as you might know by now. We post our VODs 2 days after our live streams. As for announcements, there are no announcements. So yeah, basically, you guys know the gist. Today is World of Warcraft. On Thursday, it's Curse of Strahd. On Friday is Book of Elrond. And on Saturday, I'm going to draw maps in Cartographer Study. So, you know, Legend in the Mist, D&D, Daggerheart, and then art. Cool week. A varied TTRPG week. A reminder, you can submit your artwork in the Guild's Discord server to be featured in our gallery that you can see during the breaks of every stream. And remember, no AI art will be featured. We do not condone it. We support human artists. Don't forget that you can listen to this campaign and all our other games on Spotify or any other podcast listening platform that you use. The link is down below. And we try to post our podcasts 1 week after our live streams. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And now, what you've all been waiting for, let's dive into the timelines, shall we? Oh boy.
Oh, wait.
Hello.
So, welcome to my new players for this next stretch of this series. So we have Barbs and Kazama. They are regulars at the Guild Games. Kazama, you might know him from Lexi Stutier, and Barbs, you might know her from Aegis. And then we have a new arrival.
Hello.
Hello. Hidari kind of volunteered him to play. We also are going to be joined by Bard Maia from Barge do Mondego, but he'll be joining us slightly later. But yeah, these new players will be going into another timeline. So, as you all might know, these players are all champions of Azeroth that were handpicked by the Bronze Dragonflight to travel the timelines in order to determine if the outcomes that truly happened were truly the best outcome, or if there were other more beneficial ways for the events to transpire. With that, as we all return to the temporal conflicts, the home quotation mark of the Bronze Dragonflight, there's an agglomeration of heroes once more. Many of them jumping into portals, others coming back. Just a good array of action going on. Some of them just resting for a while after a long journey through the eons. And it is there that we meet our first adventurer. Mikhaila, I want you to tell me, how do you feel with all the looks around you, just glaring almost, even if they're not physically aggressive, the looks people give you are somewhat aggressive. Being a Naga in among the champions of Azeroth is not a welcome sight, given that your people have not been the kindest souls when it comes to matters of protecting the world. So I want you to tell me, how do you carry yourself? How do these looks influence your overall demeanor, let's say?
He is rather calm. It's not something strange to get these types of stares and glares. She's kind of used to it. She's been in this life for a couple of time, quite some time, might I add. She's just breathing normally, standing in her little corner, paying no attention, focusing within. She's here to do a job, she's here to do a mission. Everything else is just background noise.
As you slither your way... Also, you want to give a physical description of your character, by the way?
Oh, okay. So being a Naga, I'm half snake, half humanoid, kind of. My skin is purple and very scaly. I have big, bright, white eyes, and on my hands there's some interwebbing on the fingers behind the claws.
Okay. As you slither your way through the bystanders that kind of glare at you as you pass by, we pan over to another person. And I want more different than Mikhaila and Kapsk. I want you to describe me what Audric looks like.
You see an old man in the long white beard, long white hair, in bronze-colored robes, a small hourglass affixed on his hip, on a belt on his hip. He looks older than he should be. There's a certain age in his eyes that doesn't fit his body.
As you walk among your peers, let us say, through the Bronze Dragon Flight, you are a more common sight than the rest of these adventurers. You see actually some of the bronze dragons in their humanoid visages kind of just look at you, notice you, kind of just gently bow their heads in a greeting. As you make your way through the scene, you hear some bystanders commenting on your rage, wondering what somebody of that with so many years on top of their shoulders was doing here. But you pay no heed, proceed onwards to the meeting point as you hear your name being called by Nosdormu himself, and you just make your way. After that, also in between the various numerous adventurers, a human, female human. And Beatrice, I want you to tell the class what you look like, how are you carrying yourself through the crowd, as you also hear your name being uttered by the timekeeper.
Okay. Beatrice has short tousled white hair that falls just above her shoulders. The hair is slightly windswept texture. It's a little bit wild. She's dressed in a black leather armor from top to bottom. And she wears a katana on her waist and a long spear on her back. And she simply walks focused on the journey above.
As you all convene in the central plaza, as you all hear your names being uttered, you see Nosdormu next to this shimmering portal of shifting sands that kind of circles all around in place. And you see a small gnome, female gnome, blonde hair in buns, green eyes, Chromie, or Chronormal, for those who know her by her draconic name. As she looks at Nosdormu, are these the ones? And Nosdormu just looks at you. His eyes far more ancient than yours, Audric, as the sand on his shoulder plate kind of shifts in its vial. These are the ones, Chronormal. That is correct. Alrighty then. So, hello everyone. So, as I've been saying to all the adventurers that jump into the timeways, I have no idea where they will take you. They kind of have a mind of their own, so they're probably going to grab you and throw you wherever they seem fit. Okay? So if you die, you will be carried here. Your mind will incarnate the body of a person of that time. From then on, you're on your own. Just experience the timeline. Try to see if you can alter the events to something more beneficial. If not, just keep it as it is. We'll leave that judgment up to you. So, try not to die. Or, well, there's not much danger in that, at least for yourselves, not for the person that's left back then. So, that blood's gonna be on your hands. So, feel free. And she kind of points to the portal.
All right. It is time to go.
As you all make your way, all of you jump. Well, Mikhaila kind of slithers. And as you pass the portal, you feel this sensation of just as if passing by this curtain of sand. But that seemingly doesn't attach to you, just falls and just seamlessly over your skin and onto the floor until you are just free falling into this emptiness, this void, until you eventually are guided first gently by these streams of golden sand shimmering as if reflecting an unseen light in this space, and then as if you're being dragged forcefully, super fast, just. And as you traversed the timeways, you see the world, your world, at the moment divided into various continents. Start seeing time go back as the land masses all just start to converge, forming this large landmass with this glimmering lake exactly at its center, known as the Well of Eternity. And as you are transported into this time, more than 10,000 years in the past, you wake up. And Mikhaila, as you kind of flutter your eyes as you are waking up, you hear a voice. Mikhaila, child, are you hearing me? And as you open your eyes, you look up and you see a familiar face, Night Elven face. It's almost like a nostalgic feeling of sorts, as you see the face of your former teacher in the arcane arts. His features old already by that time, just white beard, long white hair that kind of falls past his more pinkish complexion, a sign of the highborn night elves that are more in tune with the arcane rather than the regular night elves, who are more in tune with nature and with a bluish complexion to their skin. And you see your teacher Celinda's swift mane just raising an eyebrow as he looks at you. What do you do?
I take a moment to process what's happening, I look around at wherever I am and I look at my hands and I see
You
that
look
they're
at your-
not.
As you look at your hands, elven hands, and you turn to the side, you see a mirror. And I want you to describe me how Mikhaila, you from the past, reacts to tears starting to form in her eyes, just slowly, not knowing why she's crying, but as if she has been experiencing this longing of something she lost, but that is at this moment she doesn't know what it is.
She's a bit confused as she stares at the reflection and sees her elven self, her former Night Elven self. She just takes a deep breath, wipes the tears off, and just, Time has mysterious ways, I see.
Did you say something, child?
Nothing of importance, Professor. I apologize. Were we in the middle of something? My head is a bit fuzzy.
Well, we were trying to work on your meditation for the arcane, but given your current state of mind, I'd say it's better if we keep it for another time.
Okay, as you wish.
And as he just gestures to the door, I'll see you on the next class. Be sure to take some rest.
Will do.
And as you exit, come out of this building into the glistening city of white stone with blue buildings of Zin-Azshari, the capital of the Night Elven Empire. Right at the shores of the Well of Eternity, that you can see the waters of the lake just glistening under the moonlight. It's around probably 8 p.m. or so, but the moons are already shining high. The White Lady and the Pale Child, names of both of the moons, as you see them reflected on the waters below, that also produce this glow of their own. And you are basically showered by this wave of nostalgia as you make your way out of the room. And from there, you bring the scene still on the shores of the Well of Eternity, further from the buildings of Zin-Azshari, more on the wooded areas of the shore, the wild areas of the shore of the Well of Eternity, where another just scouts its shores, looking for any no good doers, someone that might want to interfere with the good function of the Well of Eternity. Silarian, as basically you feel this dissociative sensation until your mind comes to your own. But as you come to your senses, you are scouting on the shores of the Well of Eternity. You see the white buildings of Zin-Azshari glistening under the moonlight further away. It will take you at least 2-3 hours to just walk there. You have your trusty bow strapped to your back, quiver of arrows, and you're just walking around. You see some scouts also further inside the woods that also seem to be doing the same. What do you do as you find yourself in this situation?
Now that I am here, first I look at my hands. Simple gauntlet, leather, armor. It seems I have a cape. Obviously the bow and the quiver. Right. I look at the other scouts. Have you seen anything?
You see one scout approaching, blue hair, white eyes just glistening in the dark. Just a quiet night as usual. Don't seem to have anything of different to report. We are at the center of the Empire, so if anyone would be so idiotic to do something in here, we'll most likely catch them.
Indeed. Well, can never be too careful. That's why we're here. I think I'll be heading back now. I'm feeling a bit weird. I want to get some rest.
Very well. We'll finish up the scouting process. You take care of yourself. See you in the morning.
See ya. May moonlight bless you.
Might bless you. And as you are walking, something makes your head turn towards the well. Like this tug at your chest that you have this sensation that there's something you've never felt before. It's very dim, this strange energy almost. But the presence is in the well itself. But it's so dim that you kind of just shrug it off. Not really wanting to deal in this. As this goes on and you make your way towards the wherever you are gonna go rest, go further into the woods in front of a campfire. The bird humanoid just resting after a long journey. I want Lian to describe what she's doing after such a long walk.
First of all, maybe find somewhere to rest, have a meal or drink.
You're in front of a campfire. That's as a good place to rest as anyone.
Well, I can just sit by the bonfire then.
As you are just trying to get a better, more comfortable position, your hand kind of brushes past something to your side, and you notice this ornate chest. And this very intricately detailed chest with cloud serpents ornately decorating the rims of the chest and the lid. Nice wood. And you get this memory of your emperor, Xiaohao. Pandaren, larger than most Pandaren, giving this chest to you. The Kaldorei have been far too blinded by the arcane practices. So we decided to part ways. We wish to give you this to hand to them as a parting gift. You're one of the few I can trust with this mission, given the distance and given your expertise. I hope I can count on you, Lian.
I bow to the Emperor and I say, consider it done, my lord. And she has the biggest smile of her life right now.
And that brings you back to the present as your sight just comes back from looking at the campfire. You just caress the chest. Also, you're a Pandaren, and I have to ask. Black and white, brown and white, red and white.
Mostly black fur with the black eye around. Just
Okay.
like a normal panda. And
regular
black
panda.
literally
Okay.
like a regular panda.
Okay, perfect.
She also has white hair with braids by the end. By more like here.
And just caress the chest. Just sit down. And you hear something far into the forest, a roar of sorts. maybe a night saber that just caught its prey. And as we delve further deep into the woods, we see someone running. Not an elf, not a Pandaren, just this streak of blue. A foot with 2 toes, just rushing through the woods. And after them, a group of night elves rushing after this person. And these are not regular night elves, these are highborn night elves, as they carry magical artifacts. Night elves not so in tune with the wilds. And Jynky, I want you to tell me how you, as a troll, were caught by this patrolling Night Elven group. And what is your way of running? What are you doing to just lose their sight?
Over 2 meters tall, with an armor made of mostly wood, and a pauldron with a sickly big mouth spewing green fumes. Holding my orb bow, I'm just running full sprint, jumping through all the obstacles with a black night saber right next to me. And I'm looking back, and I'm looking at my other hand, not the one holding the bow, and I see I have a pot of stew in my hand, and I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe I shouldn't have stolen it. And I just keep running, and I'm eating a bit of the stew while I'm running, and I throw against them, and I keep on running, and I put my hands in the bag, and my glasses, I have 2 glasses with little magnifying lens and a little gizmo. I take out a small object like a puck, and I throw it on the floor, and the puck gets a little bit bigger until it forms a frost trap. And I keep on running, hoping one of them will trigger the trap and just slow them down a little bit so I can escape underneath the brushes that are all around us.
Okay. Then we're gonna have our first roll of the session. I want you to make me a quick roll, as I shown you yesterday.
Yeah, so
and you're gonna
actors-
select the
actors quick
actors.
roll.
Open your.
So I'm gonna throw my trap using all my engineering skill and mechanical knowledge to activate it. And while I'm doing it, I want to also jump, turn back, and shoot at the same time, and turning back again in front, trying to slow them down. At least one of them, hitting him in the knee. Okay.
You have mobile archery, so
mobile archery, yes, and also with stringed weapons. And this is a very common dark spear hunter, a jump shot.
Okay.
And while I'm using my hunting skills, I also command my night saber Ziva to perform an intimidating roar to the one that comes closer after they trigger the trap. And while I do that, I'll say, Ziva, go prowl and lose them. And also when we activate Night Saver Stealth. So I do all this, and then do I do a quick roll?
Wait, let me just add some more text to that, because these are night elves. So we activate your weakness tag on your people card.
Yes. Yes.
And
probably also activate the Lone Wolf Syndrome.
That can also work, yeah. So another weakness. And I'm going to say, since they are highborn and they're using magic, I'd say we're going to use Ziba's weakness, the cat-like curiosity, as the shiny things around them, the shining, glistening magics, kind of catch her eye, like the glint in her eye, and she might be distracted with this.
Yes,
but,
I go, bad Ziba.
But just click on quick roll.
Quick roll. And then I did it, and now what do I click? Roll. How much was it?
It was an 11. You've been doing this for a while. That's why most of the time you managed to be on the run. Highborn are not so keen on your presence here since you are a troll. The Night Elves, the more nature-inclined Night Elves, they have been more lenient with you simply because Ziba is with you, and Ziba being a Night Saver. She's somewhat of, I don't want to say divine, but they respect Night Savers as a symbol of their people. And if a Night Saver has bonded with someone other than their people, it is their job to respect it. Doesn't mean they trust you. They mean they are more lenient to let you pass unharmed. But Highborn are not so keen on the wilds and the nature of the world, so they went for you anyways. But as you are running, you just throw your trap, shoot one of your arrows. Ziba manages to... Yeah?
A jump shot. It's important to say that it's a jump shot.
Yeah. You jump, shoot. You actually shoot your arrow, but since you're not entirely sure they are going to trigger the trap, as you throw the trap, you jump, shoot your arrow, so the arrow hits the trap, and it actually triggers it, encasing all of them, their feet in ice, allowing you for Ziba to just skedaddle.
I want to just say, feel the voodoo, man, and I keep running.
Okay, and you just hear them just shouting blasphemies at you as you just run deeper into the woods. And you then catch your breath, and you get this flash of memory, a not so distant memory, where you were in a similar situation before you met Ziva, also running from Night Elves. And let me just change the music because this is a bit... Okay. Just before you met Ziva, also running from a patrol of Highborn. And just when you thought you were about to get caught, this cat-like creature just jumped in front of these elven warriors, just roaring their lungs out, intimidating them away. This cat did not attack you, and you took it as a sign of the Loa, of the wild gods that your people venerate. As this cat just bonded with you throughout the days and weeks and months that passed, and you've grown close. And as the memory comes back into the present, you manage to find a spot where you can sit down and just breathe. Sweat kind of dripping from your skin onto your long tusks. You see Ziba kind of just nudging your arm with her massive head, as the fangs also protruding from her upper jaw. And as you sit down, and this applies to everyone as the night goes by, all of you find yourselves looking up at the sky as see the stars, the two moons just glowing in the great dark. You see something, and you, Mikhaila, you see it quite clearly, because this is happening in Zin-Azshari. As you see this streak of light just shooting from one of the buildings at the center of the city. And all of you see this comet-like glow in the sky, just as it traverses the sky and goes to fall a few ways away, around from what our two Night Elven characters here can determine as to be a certain outpost to the north of Zin-Azshari. Not too long of a walk, but it's an outpost called Zin-Azshari, a Night Elven town, with a lot of history to it. And as you see this light traversing that direction, feel this tugging sensation in your chest. Especially you, Silarian, as it's almost as if you felt that same sensation that you felt as you scouted the well, that dim, weird, oddly energy that just laid there. Almost just out of reach enough for you to understand what it is. But you do feel the same as seeing this comet.
Must go there.
And with that, I want to ask, do you move towards that direction out of morbid curiosity? Do you remain where you are?
I go.
Okay. What about the rest?
I'm not with them.
No, this is happening while you are all separated. All of you see this comet just shooting in the sky. I'm just asking if you all... It's not even a comet. It's way too low to be a comet, and you just see this flash of energy just shooting to the sky, which is something you've never seen before.
I'm going to look up. I'm going to touch Ziva forehead and say to her, "Oh, this is a sign of something. I hope it's not a sign of bad trouble. Just the good kind.
And
Maybe we should go see if it lands somewhere."
you see her just looking up, just growling. This, not even growling, more like a purr on a tiger, which kind of should be more like a growl. Kind of nudges and starts getting up and starts walking in the direction, just turning around, waiting for you to follow. And Leanne and Mikhaila?
Is the chest that I have small enough to carry it easily?
Yeah. It's like more like a jewelry box. If you kind of
Okay.
you have it like with a strap to your side.
Okay,
you can
okay,
carry
good.
it like a purse of sorts.
Okay, then I'm gonna check the direction of the comet with spear and shield in hand.
Okay, just spear and shield, the chest strap to the side, shield at the ready, spear to the side, and you just start marching toward it. Mikhaila?
You said the trajectory was lower than what the comet would be?
Yeah, you specifically, since you're in the city, you saw this coming out of one of the buildings.
Did I hear anything? Does it have sound?
Yes, you heard this low buzzing of energy. Especially you, considering your skill set. You kind of heard this low buzzing of energy, and you felt actually almost a difference in the air pressure just before it just shoots from one of the central buildings, and it just this whistling this whistling sound across the sky.
Yeah,
towards
then
Ajiri.
I'm gonna go carefully, and the closer I get, the more attentive I'll be to how if it's still sounding like something, or was it just the trajectory of it passing?
Okay. And as you all make your way, some of you take a bit longer because, well, some just go through the woods in a straight line. Somebody has to go street, take a left, take a right, go to a roof, go to a tunnel. Yeah. So, Mikhaila, you take a while longer, which is enough for everyone to basically arrive, or at least meet at the same time, as you are all already in the woods. Silarian, you see Mikhaila. You've possibly never met her, but you see this elven woman just traversing into the woods to the side. And Mikhaila, you look to the side, you do see Silarian. Just take note from the side of your eye. And as you are walking You start noticing that you're both going the same way.
Are you following that too?
Yes. It's strange. It was very strange.
Yeah, it is. It is strange. Well, I'm Saladin. You are
Mikhaila, nice to meet you.
Moonlight to bless you. All right. Did you feel anything about this? Might be a weird question.
Not as much as I felt it, I heard it. There was some type of energy pulse of some sort as it crossed the sky.
Oh, that might have been it. All right. Well, 2 heads are better than 1, so
That is a fact, yes.
let's tag along.
And as you are both just talking about this, as you start walking, you just see this massive creature, this cat-like creature that just is walking towards the same direction and then just locks eye contact with you, and just you hear the growl as the fangs kind of glistening in the moonlight. And you are used to seeing night sabers around these parts, but not a night saber that's accompanied by a troll inside Night Elven Empire, much less. As you see Jynky coming up as Ziba is just growling at you. Jynky, you see 2 Night Elven people and Ziba just looking very menacingly at them with a glint in her eye that you've seen before she pounces on somebody.
I turn to the night elf and I take from my bag a cigar, and I just say, "Do you want to buy a cigar?"
What? What's a troll doing here?
Well, I'm just rolling around. What are you doing here? And I pat Ziva a little bit on the neck, and I just give her a little nudge, and she knows if I let it go, she will pounce.
I live here. You know my people?
It seems.
This is their place.
Your people.
How do you have a night saber?
This place was my people, way long before you all. On the time of the Zulamani.
I should have paid more attention to history class. I have no idea.
And I offer the cigar, and I still offer the cigar. Very carefully, very, very slowly, very carefully.
Take the cigar? Is this poison or something?
No, but say hello to my little friend, and I point to Ziva.
Well, it's not a little night saber.
Well, I give her a little sign so that she rolls and shows her tummy, and I start doing belly rubs.
Belly rubs. You actually see the little paw just...
She's just a little cub. So you have anything good to trade?
No, I was working. I don't have anything with me besides my tools.
Oh, what do you do?
I look at my bow that's around my chest. I scout.
Oh, that's a nice looking bow. I also have a bow, and I take out my my Horde Warlord bow with a big symbol, all spiked at the end. I also have a little bow.
In this case, it wouldn't have like the horde symbol since this is in the past.
Oh,
so it
yes.
would probably be the troll symbol.
The Zin-Azshari symbol. I just have the Zin-Azshari symbol. I have a little bow myself also.
Wow, it's amazing craftsmanship.
Thank
Very
you.
interesting.
Do you want to try it? I would love to try yours.
Sure, why not? I take out my bow and hand it to him.
Yeah, they also.
As you are trading bows, you see movement to the side, as there is somebody shield and with shield and spear just walking in this monochrome coloration on their fur. just following the direction of the comet.
I
As you
take
see
out like an
Leanne.
arrow and knock it, and I just follow it, and I go, "A friend of yours?"
Never seen him.
And it looks, it's a panda, right?
Yeah, it's a Pandaren. You've never really seen Pandaren. You know what Pandarans are, because not really your people, but the Zin-Azshari, the big troll empire, are we're not very friendly with them. But you've never seen a Pandaren, no. The Night Elves here probably have heard stories, since the Pandaren and the Night Elves have history of trade and honestly good relationship in general. And Lian, as you are walking, it's as if the fur on the back of your neck kind of stands up, and as you look, you see an arrow knock, just slowly following you as you take each step. As you see two Night Elves and a troll. Not actually a very common group, if ever common.
Okay. Good evening. Do you perhaps saw some flying lightning stone in this direction?
Yes.
Is it something important? Is someone hurt?
No idea.
I was going to investigate myself. I'm Leon Ardprey. Nice to meet you.
Well, I'm delighted. And I was also on my way to investigate. So, I think we're all going there to investigate, right?
Go
Game
ahead.
Master. Should I
Yes.
call you Game Master, GM? Something specific?
Whatever.
Okay. Can I...
It's up to you.
Do I feel that there's not a lot of tension here? That's quite friendly for now?
Honestly, as rare as it is chilling down. There's still the regular Night Elven troll suspicion, I'd say, but
yeah, indeed.
it's quietly going down.
Okay.
I want to take out another cigar and turn to him. Do you want a cigar?
Oh no, thank you. I don't smoke.
It talks. I never saw a bear talking, and I come close, and I'm just like, you're probably what, 160, but I'm not that tall. I'm just over a head taller than you, and I'm looking down at you, and I want to pet you in the head slowly, like you do a stuffed animal, like a stuffed teddy, and I want to pet you slowly, so soft. And look, it has toy weapons. And I turn to the Night Elf. It has a little shield. Oh my god, so cute. What's your name? And I hunch down. And when I'm hunching, since I'm so tall, I'm like the same eyes than you. What's your name?
Almost like piercing Leon's eyes with your tusks.
I'm like this.
You are strangely nice for a troll.
Well, life is short. I'm a happy troll. I'm not like most trolls, but most trolls are happy trolls. And I just smoke a cigar, so I'm really happy now.
I see. Okay. My name is Leon Erdbree. Very nice to meet you. And I give him my paw for a handshake if he wants.
I look down and I go with my 3 fingers, and I go, probably the hand is almost as big as his, because usually Pandaren also has big hands. So
I mean, Leon is a female Pandaren, so it's kind of smaller. So
okay. And I shake.
Okay, so since it's peaceful, I am going to put my shield on my back and just walk with the spear like a town guard, just by myself.
Okay. And it's at this moment that Mikhaila, you and Jynky's lightsaber, both of you just, as you hear a sound coming from the direction of the where the light went. No one else notices this, but since you and Ziba have better hearing in general, there's something that perks you up. It's as if you heard the sound of something fading, as if a final breath, a gasp for air, but not from a creature itself. It's almost from the land itself.
Can we pinpoint where the sound is coming, or?
Mikhaila, you can like, you and Ziba just look in that direction. It's a bit north, yeah.
Yeah, Mikhaila is just
yeah. No, go
staring
ahead.
staring down at the direction, and she won't look to them as she speaks. As much as it's very appreciative of the multicultural thing everyone is doing, there is something there.
I want to give the bow and ask for my bow back. Do you mind? And I turn to Ziba. Prowl.
Okay, as you do the command, and Ziba just crouches down and just starts prowling through the woods, almost as if guiding all of you. You barely, sometimes you even like miss Ziba, given her coloring through the woods. But Mikhaila, you are just following behind the Night Saber because you also know where this is coming from. As all of you notice, both Ziba and Mikhaila just traversing the woods until you arrive at this area just before the town of Azshari, a bit further back. This ancient temple. It's not very used. It's a temple to the goddess Elune, the goddess of the moon for the Night Elves. It's not very used, but you, at least Mikhaila and Mikhaila and
Salutations.
no, I'm Saladin. Thank you. So many names, goddamn. You know it to be home for a very powerful. I don't want to say powerful because it makes it sound more humanoidish. It's more like a creature of almost unnatural but still natural. More like a wild god that's not a wild god, but a moonkin. It's this bipedal bear-like creature with feathers, an owl beak, and antlers. You both know him as the Pale Feather. He has been revered not as a god, but more like as a child of Elune herself by the Night Elves outside of Zin-Azshari, the more in tune with nature. And as you arrive at this location, you notice that the temple, or what's left of it, is shattered as this white glow of the same coloration of the comet just intensifies from its interior. And we're going to go for a break right here. We will be right back. So stay around 5-10 minutes and we will be right back. So don't leave. Well, hey, hi, hello to everyone still on chat. We are back. So, as you look at the temple, that's glowing light emanating from its interior, you see the roof of this ancient temple shattered, pieces of debris just scattered across as if something has just crashed on top of the roof. And Mikhaila, you still hear this gasp, this final breath of sorts. And as you look around the temple itself, you see that the flora starts to dry out, as if all the plants on the surrounding area of the building start to dry and wither and dry.
I'm gonna focus a little bit. I'm gonna close my eyes and really focus on my hearing. I assume, would I be able to hear the dried leaves falling and cracking?
With your capabilities, I'd say you'd be able to hear them, yes.
Is it spreading? And if it is it fast?
It's not fast. And it's not so much of something that it's spreading. It's as if something is being drained, as if the very energies of this area are being siphoned away.
Okay, I'm just gonna raise a hand and be careful. The flora is... something is draining it. It's drying.
And you hear a growl, pained growl from the interior of the temple. Yes, dear?
Okay. I'm gonna go in to see if I can see what it is.
As you approach, and you see the entrance of the temple now clearly with the light of the moon just shining down, completely overpowered by the white glow that's inside. You see this pale creature, this white feathered creature, large, bigger than a bear, an owl beak, white feathers all across its ursine body, and a pair of long antlers, like those of a stag, as they clutch their arm, that you notice that it's almost singed in a way, as if its very flesh, it's burned, as the creature is laying set down, leaning against the wall. Moonkins are, even though they are not intelligent, they still have their own personality, their own ways of communicate. They just don't speak like the mortals do, but they have their own culture per se. But they are still animals to the core. And Pale Feather is a very special moonkin, a very powerful moonkin that has been given somewhat of a quasi-divine status. Not as a god per se, but more of a saint of sorts, a pseudo-wild god. And seeing this creature now clutching from a wound makes you turn to the direction of the glow. As you see this, how should I put this? This obsidian orb with streaks of ruby kind of all around it. Various shards of obsidian, all of them just circling around it. As you notice this white glow, as if it's glowing further and brighter as more and more energies are siphoned into the orb. You notice to be something of highborn nature. How do you feel seeing something from your people wounding something that is sacred to your people?
Her expression becomes a bit sterner. I see they keep on being fools. I'm gonna raise my hands slowly. Would the pale feather be capable of understanding speech, even though it doesn't speak?
Moonkins are known to understand speech, yes.
Okay, I'm going to tone down my voice as least threatening as I can. Was it this thing that hurt you?
And you see him just shuffle as he sees you. As you approach, you notice that the enormous size of this creature is somewhat intimidating in a way. Ziba is already a large cat. This is is way taller than Jynky himself, and Jynky is already a tall troll. You see this massive figure just looking at you, looking at your very weak, as if he himself is fading away. And as he nods, you notice that the skin under his feathers starts to slowly, very, very slowly, but surely shrivel. as if is also being drained in a way.
Oh, I see.
I
She's
want
gonna
to give.
turn.
Sorry.
Go
I
on.
want to give a step closer and I take out a cigar. Do you want a cigar, man?
You see the wounded creature just turning to you. I think it said, turning to Mikhaila.
I don't think this is the time for cigars.
Well, cigars can do a lot of things. And I put the cigar in my mouth. I start chewing it, and I take out the paste and I approach the creature, the monkey, and I notice where it's hurt. Where was it?
On the arm.
Okay, and I go, it's good mojo voodoo, and I start spreading slowly the paste of the cigar
paste, yeah.
in the arm, and I want to use my curiosity and maybe a little bit of something that I use from my mechanical knowledge, that some things are akin in nature and mechanical, to try to see if I can help it fix it.
I would say use, instead of the mechanical knowledge, even though you're not a dark spear at this time, but use the dark spear troll tag. And I'd say the troll, not the hunter, the troll, dark spear troll.
Okay, maybe the hunting skills, probably something in my skills.
I would say probably the troll regeneration, because I'd say like something that helps you regenerate faster when your regeneration is not.
Maybe in hunter school I took first aid as a minor or something, you know, like it's probably something that survival skills, you know. So I'm gonna put also the mole and
I think that's.
Can I try to quick roll?
Quick roll. Yeah, quick roll.
Okay, I still don't know where I can see the rolls. the 10. Okay, 10.
10. Okay, damn, 10. Okay. With the 10, as you apply the paste, it doesn't heal him, but the moonkin starts to let go of his arm, as if the pain starts to subside. It just starts letting go of his arm as the pain subsides. And he kind of looks at the paste on his feathered arm now, looks at you, and just nods slowly. You see him start to get up, very weak, just shaking as he tries to stand on its two legs. And he takes one last look at the orb, looks at you, Mikhaila, and starts walking outside of the temple, as he kind of shook his head from side to side as if a negative connotation, and just limps out of the temple into the woods, possibly to find a safe place to heal in a way. But as this is happening, as the time is passing, you notice that the land itself has started to wither further.
But the land is starting to wither.
Yeah. The plants are shriveling away as if drying from, if it's from heat or not. But every single one of you, both as night elves, as a Pandaren, as a troll, even that your people are very, even if they're not tied to nature itself, you're tied to spirituality, more in the case of Lian. You feel the land in this area is dying. And as you look at the orb, just pulsating with this arcane energy, the shards continue to spin around it. The streaks of ruby glow with each pulse. I want you to tell me, what is your approach? What do you try to do?
Mikhaila, can you destroy this? Is this feasible to destroy?
Mikhaila is going to close her eyes again. She's just going to raise a finger and be like, shh. She's going to sit on the floor. And I have a few abilities related to analyzing arcane sources, being able to focus on one thing in particular, and deductions based on what I can see and hear. What I want to try to figure out, this is highborn. What could this be related to? Is it dangerous? Is there anything that would give me something if I really, really put my mind to it?
Okay, let's say, do me a quick roll, and let's add the tags that you think would apply to this. So you have Scholar of the Caldor, right? That works. Analyzing the arcane, so that's 2. Inquisitive mind.
Mm-hmm.
And
Would
I will
stillness of
see.
mind also help? Because of the focus?
Maybe. Yeah. It's, because you're trying to. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do me a quick roll with that.
Okay. It's
Damn.
10.
Another 10. Everyone's rolling 10s today. Holy shit.
Nice.
As you quiet down and focus on the hum, on the sound, the resonance of this specific artifact. This is in fact highborn. This is in fact one of your people's artifacts. It's an arcane siphon, an obsidian lattice arcane siphon, as it is used to drain the arcane energies from a surrounding area or from the denizens of a surrounding area. And very, very faintly, this sound, the arcane usually is harmonious. It's an orderly tune, like as if it's a song composed by a skillful maestro. It has its intricacies, its formulas. It's supposed to be orderly. But there is something in this artifact that's not entirely arcane. There's something in there that's more unrefined, more chaotic. It's very small, but you do notice it. And it's that energy, that faint, chaotic energy that seems to be draining away all of the arcane energies around the area and taking it somewhere. And it's very faint, but as you open your eyes and you perk your ears, you do see this faint line that crosses the sky and connects back to Zin-Azshari. As if a line of, I'm going to go out of setting here, but as if a telephone line. But not so much as a telephone line, it's more like a connection line to bring this energy somewhere else. And you know your people are very proficient in the arcane, but you know they also overstep their boundaries. And what are you feeling at this moment, noticing that this is clearly overstepping boundaries?
She picks all of those informations up. She opens her eyes again. Huh. So they keep hungering for power as always. She's gonna take a deep breath. She's gonna get back up. Whatever this is, it's draining arcane energy and it's taking it back to the city, to Zin-Azshari. For what? I don't know. Nothing good for sure.
Probably normal elf stuff.
Not this
I
highborn
don't
stuff,
know.
it must be.
I don't know what you elf people do, but probably elf stuff. I don't know, like, probably they need the energy to read more books, or I don't know what you do, actually. Can I try to destroy the thingy?
Okay. How do you try to destroy it?
I'm going to grab a rock, and I'm just going to smash it with a rock.
Okay. You approach it to smash it with the rock. Okay. Roll me. Actually, before you roll me something, because I'm not going to ask you to roll for this for the attack. I'm going to ask you to roll for something else, because as you approach the orb with the rock in hand and you prepare to strike, you see one of the various obsidian shards start to spin and then straight at you. So I want you to make me a reaction roll as you see the obsidian shard just
I order Ziva
flying towards
to
you.
put in front of me and the shard.
Okay, then do me a reaction roll and click on Ziba the Night Saber.
Ziva.
Roll me 2d6. Or it's the reaction roll, sorry. Okay. 7 to 9. So a 7 to 9, as everyone is watching, 7 to 9 is a success with a consequence. So, as you go with the rock and you go to smash it, Ziba just throws herself in front of the shard, taking the hit for you. The obsidian shard pierces Ziba in her flesh, as you see blood just starts streaking from her wound as she just groans on the floor. I'm gonna say, given that Ziba has a wound and has a consequence, we're gonna scratch one of her cards as if to symbolize her wound. I'm gonna say we're gonna take away Intimidating Roar for the time being.
Okay.
So for the time being, you cannot use Intimidating Roar as Ziba is wounded and trying to tend to her wound.
Okay. I want to... I want to tend to her wounds now.
Okay. So you
And
spend your
taking
time
out the shard. I want to take out the shard and keep it.
I'm gonna say I'm not gonna ask you to roll for anything, but you do take your time on the side to try and ascertain that. But all of you, as you all see this happening, and you see Jynky just taking Ziba away from the danger zone to try and tend to her wounds. How do you approach this? As Leon, you notice by the way that the reaction of this orb, how it reacted to Jynky, since you are close by, it's as if it has a mind of its own, like a defense mechanism of sorts. How do you all just approach this situation in a way that doesn't cause more harm as what just happened?
Well, if I can't get close, I can try to shoot it with an arrow. Maybe it will do something.
I think the same thing will happen, but
Don't know.
As I
Does the-
see...
does the orb seem damaged with the attack from Jynky?
No, the Jynky didn't even manage to attack, because as soon as Jynky grabbed the stone and was about to hit it with the rock, the orb reacted instantly, and Ziba just threw herself in front of the attack.
Okay.
You were going to say, Mikhaila?
Will you prepare the shot? Actually try to shoot it from afar?
Yes?
I have something that might help. I have an ability that is called Syncopation, where I can, with my magic, create a quick shield, a defensive shield with a burst of sound. I want to prepare and keep an ear out to, if another shard is shot, I'll try to block it.
Just in case, I would also like to raise my shield and try to parry something that comes to us. Just in case.
Okay. So you all prepare your defensive skill capabilities. One thing that I forgot to tell you, in the same way that we have the help action in D&D, you can also help someone else's roll by giving one of your tags to help.
Oh.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind if you want to do something like the help action that we do in D&D. But yeah, Silarian, I want you to make me a quick roll with with the tags that you think apply to the roll.
Well, bow and cloak, obviously. I guess I could see hope in this.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Keen Senses could apply since I'm trying to hit a small target.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all for now.
You can do the quick roll then.
Right. 9.
9. Okay. With a 9, as you get your arrow, you just notch it on your bow, pull it back. You see both Liane and Mikhaila just readying their protective wards and shield. Jynky on the side taking care of Ziba. You just look at the orb, and right at the center, point your arrow. You loose. The arrow flies through the air as the shards that are going around almost close its path. It just passes between two of them and hits the obsidian orb right dead center on it. As it does, it doesn't pierce it. But Mikhaila, for a moment, and even Silarian, because now that you are focusing on your shot, you notice that this energy, that dim energy that you felt before, is also emanating from this. You feel that same energy just silencing, as if the arcane energies around this orb were stabilized, but with a 9. Just as the silence hits, an explosion from the orb just emanates. And since it was a success, you managed to take care of the chaotic energies that were just channeling the arcane energies from this area away into the city of Zin-Azshari. But with this explosion, I want all three of you, because Jynky is further away, to make me a reaction roll to protect yourselves from the arcane burn that you'll be inflicted with. So just click on the tags that you have that might be able to protect you, and doing a reaction roll, let me just add some other tags that we have for this situation that are negative tags, because we also have those.
Do we choose the tags that we see fit?
You choose the tags that you think apply to this roll, as if to protect yourself.
Okay, can I pull forgot his name. The Night Elf archer that is beside me?
Salarian.
Can I pull Salarian to my side and with my shield protect himself and me? I'm asking this because I would like to add 2 tags instead of 1 that I consider fit.
Okay. You know what? I'll allow it. Okay, so Silarian, you also You also had the +1 to that roll, so you rolled the rolls that you have right now, but add a +1 to that because of the Leon's shield.
All right.
And you're gonna also be. Okay.
I think I did this right. I hope.
You did that right. You did exactly. All right. So Leon rolled. Silarian, you can roll. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. So I will say, with that, you manage to, instead of having an arcane burn of tier 2, you instead get an arcane burn of tier 1. All of you.
Except me.
Except you, because you're not close by.
So sacrificing my pet was the obvious solution as a hunter, right? Like
Poor Ziva.
that's what a hunter do in WoW. So I should get like heroic inspiration for role playing. I don't know. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
Hashtag Wizard
Arcane
sponsor
burn.
us.
Interesting.
Arcane burn. Okay. We're gonna. So this is a negative tag that may come into play as a negative modifier on a future roll that you guys make where this will apply.
I also want to yell, "No, little panda, no!" Do I smell fur?
Yeah, you do smell
or
burnt
something
fur.
like that?
Yes.
Like, no. And how is Ziba, by the way, looking at the moment?
Ziba, as this is all happening, she kind of shivers with the fright of the explosion, but she's stable, and you are managing to pull the obsidian shard from her. As she moves, she kind of flinches from the explosion. You try to calm her, but the obsidian shard that was almost out just went further as she shivered, so you need to go there again. But
The knife and start.
yeah, you just try to. As this is all happening, you all feel the burning on your skin from the arcane energies, but the orb is now silent as the glow diminishes and the surrounding area becomes quieter. You notice something. You specifically, Mikhaila, and Silarian too. As you approach the orb, now that the shards have fallen on the floor and the orb is still, right before it falls, you notice that these intricate ruby carvings around this obsidian orb are very similar to something you've seen before. Queen Azshara has her loyal second in command, Lord Xavius, considered the most powerful sorcerer in Night Elven society. However, Mikhaila, you know that to be bullshit, because you know the true most powerful sorcerer is Queen Azshara herself. This is something that is hidden away from the general public, as they use Lord Xavius as the epitome of sorcery that most wizards and mages and sorcerers want to achieve, while Queen Azshara enjoys her more mundane spotlight life rather than being idolated as a mage and just as a queen, enjoying the lavish lives of royalty. But now that you notice at this orb, you remember something. Lord Xavius is known to have done something to his eyes quite a while ago. He's known to have replaced his own eyes with obsidian orbs with streaks of ruby. And you look at this orb, larger than an eye, but the resemblance is uncanny. And as you approach it, you touch it, pick it up, and it's as if you see this orb. Even though it's just an orb, you feel it as if it's looking straight at you. Before your minds just make you look towards Zin-Azshari, as the fading light of that line just still tracing there, but drifting in the wind. And with that, as you all just look at the next leg of your journey, we're gonna end the session here.
No, I want to meet Ashara. Can I roll to seduce Ashara?
Eventually, it will eventually.
Or Lord Xavier. This is before or after his satire? It's before, right?
And it's before.
This is before the
yeah.
Sundering. Okay, so nice. Now I know where we are.
All right, so thank you all so much for watching today's session. If you wish to watch our sessions, you can find them on YouTube, or you can listen to them on Spotify. And don't forget to join us on Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky to keep up with some of our best moments. And for all our subscribers, if you wish to watch today's VOD, you can do it right now here on Twitch. I will see you all on Thursday, and our lovely players will see you all on the 9th, except for, well, Kazama, because Kazama won't be here. Everybody throw shame at Kazama. Shame.
It is what it is.
Okay. Then, bye-bye, guys. Hope you guys had fun. See ya.
Bye.